we live? Yes, we are. It's kind of hot here today where I am. It's going to be kind of a quick live stream today. We're going to be live only for about an hour. Look at everyone's coins, see how everyone's doing after this giant dip, unfortunately. And yeah, just take it a day at a time. What's up, Kat? How's BTC looking? Well, that's a good question. It's holding up, in my opinion. Yeah, so I mean, the RSI is not oversold yet, but you can see over here it was extremely oversold, and we're not even close to being oversold, and the price is actually lower than where it was before, and that usually only happens in a bear market. So I'm not saying it's a bear market, but just be careful because, again, we do still have a lot of support, but if we're going to capitulate, then there's nothing that we can do about that. So we do have support here at 68, and then I guess I'll change it to log. Oh, wait, it is log. Linear. I mean, that's what I meant. Yeah, so we are still over 73. So I'd say as long as we stay over 68 to 73, then we do have a shot. However, if we do break this area, then we're most likely going to get a really big capitulation down. And as unfortunate as that is, then I'm going to have to change my game plan, and I would probably be buying BTC around 35 and 23. Yeah. So personally, I would be probably buying BTC in this box at between 23 and 35,000. So that is, I mean, that's around a 50% to 70% capitulation. So just keep that in mind. That is a really big move down. What's up, Vina? Yo, Meow, can you please check Edge by Definitive? Oh, that's the new coin that was launched on Coinbase, so I would be careful with that. It looks like it reached a floor and slowly going up. I'm down some money on it and I'm wondering if I should invest more now or soon. First of all, I just say be careful when it comes to Coinbase coins. They like to release coins and dump on the market. So, wait. I'm assuming it's this. Is this it? No, I can't even find a chart for it. Yeah, I can't find a chart for it, but it's on Coinbase. It's on Coinbase, but unfortunately, I can't find a chart for it. So, can you give me the ticker? Maybe I can find it. Let me see. Oh, there we go. It's here. Yeah, wow. This isn't even the full chart though, so we're not even going to look at this. If I could find it, I would have looked at it for you, but I don't think this is the right edge because I saw the one that got listed on Coinbase, and it's not this. What's up, DZ? Can we look at DGen, Ondo, and Mochi? You sell OXT? No, I did not. I will not be selling OXT until it hits my targets or unless it goes to 0. And I still won't. So, I'm going to keep it. I'm going to hodl. I'm not buying any more. I'm not buying any less. I'm just keeping it. So we'll see what happens. Let's take a look at these coins. DGen.
1 minute. 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 1
Yeah, I don't know their website. Yeah, so I mean, let's see if it put in a floor. Yeah, so DGen did. I mean, it didn't necessarily come down to 2017, but we got a really good bounce actually. Yeah, 11% bounce, and from the current price, it is around a 30x back up to its all-time high. So, high risk, high reward here, and we do have support still at 2018. Now, on the shorter time frame, we can come back up to 2036 to 2056 and still be bearish. So again, we can come back up here, get stuck and come back down. Once that breaks, I put the next area of resistance at the 618 at around 1 cent 15. Once that breaks, then to the moon. But just keep in mind, it looks like you're starting a downtrend. So just keep that in mind. Thanks. I think relief bounce comes soon for now, back and forth on actual alt season. Maybe delayed till next year. Yeah, I don't even care. All I know is that I have my OXT targets, and once it hits, I'm selling, and I'm not looking back. And if it doesn't hit, then whatever. I was broke anyway, right? So it's not like it's life-changing money. So, you know, it's like $5 grand right now, 57. And my average is 740. So my average is 740, which means that I'm down like how much on my average? Let me see. Yeah, so 22%, which is a win, you know. It could be worse. It could be worse, but for OXT, like look at this. The RSI is like extremely oversold. So, and we got a nasty sell-off, but we also got a nice little bounce up. So I have a shot at a bottom. And if, you know, it's just like the other coin we just looked at, 11%. So it is doing exactly what these other coins are doing. So I'm not worried about it. Ondo. How low did it go? Yeah, Ondo's a blue chip though. I think Ondo should be fine. Let's see. Yeah, so for Ondo, yeah, you saw support here at 60 cents. It didn't even come down. You are stuck in a nasty downtrend though. So like don't dismiss that. Now, just keep in mind we were also in this downtrend, and then we broke out of it. So we're just waiting for this section here, but as long as it stays over 60 cents, and it's still macro bullish anyway, so you should be fine. Now, in terms of the shorter time frame, we have resistance here at 86 cents to $1. And then once this breaks, then you're looking at retesting $1.33. And then from there to the moon. Oh, I was thinking about buying H-bar. Actually, yeah, I was thinking about buying it. Damn, it's 15 cents right now. That's way more than 10%. But like, again, like, you know, some coins are just good and some coins aren't. Yeah, look at that, 24. And I literally was like, oh man. No, H-bar won't go to 0. H-bar is a good coin. And it's up. If I had bought that dip that took us down to like 12 cents, I would have been up 24%. That would have been nice. But yeah, DZ, that's really bad idea. You don't want to rotate. Like, you want to pick coins that are good, stick with them, and then, you know, dollar cost average down, wait until it goes up, sell it, put that money away, don't look at the market, and then find another project that you like, and then start dollar cost averaging down. You don't want to just sell, like, you know, you don't want to just sell everything just because something new comes out. So I don't agree with that. For Hidara, yeah, so we came down to 1290 support. We are stuck in a downtrend. So yeah, that's still valid support here. We do need to stay over this area. And then on the shorter time frame, you have resistance at 16 and 19. Once that breaks, it should send you to 25, and then from there to the moon. But I think on the macro time frame, we're still over the 382. Yeah, we are. So we're still over the 382 at 10 cents. So as long as we're over that, then it's still macro bullish, and all of the targets on the way up, all the targets on the upside are still valid. So that's what I think about H bar, or yeah, H bar. Digibyte. Yeah, this is looking pretty brutal right now. I was also thinking about just buying Ethereum. I followed you because of Zebic. I really think it's a sleeper. Great partnerships with XLM, Ondo. They wouldn't partner up with them if it wasn't legit. Well, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Thank you for the for the sub. I appreciate it. And yeah, come by the lives and I'll check out your coins. That's, you know, what I do after work on Mondays and Thursdays. That's my life, trying to get to 100,000 subscribers so I could get the 100,000 plaque. That would be pretty nice. Yeah, so let's take a look at Zebic Network. Actually, this is on my watch list, and we make videos on it every single week. Nothing's bullish with this coin right now. So, unfortunately, nothing's bullish with it. Yeah, so bearish under 3.099, bullish over 12 cents. We've actually came up and smacked against the 0.5 like almost 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5 times now. So the good thing is we're just consolidating. So we had our dip, consolidating. But the problem is that we're in bearish territory under 3.099, so 2.01. In terms of support, there is no more support for... actually, there is. Yeah, we have support at 3.087. So, yeah, we still have support at 3.087. So we're over this. So as long as we're over this support, 2.01 and 2.012 are in play. Keep in mind that's a pretty big move up. I mean, it's 10% to 38%. Once this breaks, what you don't want to see is what's happened every single time, which we got rejected at. You know, you just don't know, right? And the one time you try to trade it, it actually ends up going up, right? So if you're accumulating, then, you know, this would be the area to accumulate, because at least we're respecting this previous low. And every single time we have come bearish, we did get a nice little bounce. So we don't know if it's going to happen every single time, but just keep that in mind. Flip Coins is in the house. What's up, Flip Coins? How are you? Don't answer that. I feel like I already know, but I'll take a look at your coins. A brutal market. Yeah, DZ, I was thinking the same thing, and here's why. So I'll show you why I was thinking that. Sorry guys, I'm pretty tired today. I did a lot of work today. It's just draining sometimes. But I'm fine. Everything's fine. So yeah, so DZ, the reason why I think it's gonna go down is because look. We broke the 618 support at 1583. So I personally think that the next area of support for like I don't have to buy Ethereum, but if I see Ethereum at $1,200, I think that I'm gonna buy it. And that's if it goes down to the 786. Even here, I mean, like, you gotta understand, it barely went down as low as it's been. Previously, you know, hit the 0.5, and then we had the bull run. Even when it first came out, right? It still stayed relatively close to the 236 before it had its next leg up. Now, here, for some reason, you know, well, that's actually on the macro, but here, you know, consolidation, it's still over 1,221. So theoretically, if it does come down that low, I think that would be a really good buying opportunity. But looking at the RSI and the stock RSI, it would have to like happen now. We would have to have one major push down, which is actually going to put the RSI here. You can see that it's tagged it once, twice. We're not there yet. We still have a little bit of room to sell off until it actually hits 0, right? So if it does, then it's going to probably go to 1,000 to 1,200. But if it doesn't, then this is the bottom, and we're going up from here. So I think 1,000 to whatever, yeah, 1222. I would be like, hey, DZ, I'm going to buy like 1 or 2 Ethereum, and I'm just going to keep it, right? Because, yeah, because that literally might be the bottom. So I don't think I could pass up on that opportunity. Good shit, meow. Nice, dude. We both see the same chart. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it makes sense. Yeah, you're playing it like, oh, I don't even care about Ethereum. But if I see it at 1,000, I'm like, my price is like 12 because I think 12 is also pretty good. So yeah, I might go down to 1,000. I might miss out on $400, you know, because it's two Ethereum, $2,400, and then 2,000. But hey, if I buy it 1,200 and you buy it 1,000 and it goes up from there to back up to 4,000, I'm not even mad. So yeah, I wouldn't even be mad. Let's take a look at Turbo, SNEC, and CKB for my man Flipcoins. Thank you so much for the membership. I really appreciate it, Flipcoins. That's funny. I was trying to look, search Flipcoins. A lot of the members aren't coming to the channel right now, but I think it's because it's all like, it's all very bearish. Hey, Meow, I just did ZBCN, but were you the person who, you were the person that commented, right? Oh yeah, you did. Okay, I'll take a look at it again for you. But I just did. If you want to rewind the video, you can. I just did it right now. But if you want to hang out until I look at member coin and a couple other coin requests, just stay around and I'll take a look at it for you. I'm also I'll make a video on it after this, and then I'll be posting that too. So just FYI. All right, taking a look at Turbo. Yeah, Turbo. I think it was 2018. Yeah, it actually broke under it. That's not good. Yeah, so we actually broke the 382, unfortunately. That's not good on the macro time frame. On the shorter time frame, yeah, 30's 99. Hold on. Yeah, so 30's 99 does coincide with the 0.5 at 30's 97. So for Turbo, this is the next area of support. Now, I'm not saying that it has to go down that low, but just keep in mind the RSI is extremely oversold. The stock RSI is completely reset. So although we do have support down here, if we've established a bottom here, then just keep in mind we are going to get some sort of relief rally and bounce. That is going to take us to 20's 23 to 20's 33. Once that breaks, it should send us back up to retesting the 618. So that is, as of today, it's around a 115 to 275 percent pump. That's for Turbo. For Nervous Network, I always just do OXC because it has a trading view button. Yeah, so for Nervous Network, I mean, we're still technically maintaining an uptrend, so that's good. On the macro time frame, we are sitting at the 786 support right now. So that's actually really good. We had a nasty sell-off, and then now we actually got bought back up. How big was this move? Yeah, it's like 13%, so same as the normal. So yeah, we are sitting on support right now. Given that it's floored, just keep in mind that, yeah, we have resistance at 20's 5 to 20's 65. From there, you're looking at retesting 20's 98, which as of today is going to be around a 30 to 68 to 150% pump. From there to the moon, but it has a lot of resistance. And then on the way down, if this doesn't hold, we're probably going to consolidate and then break down, and then we're going to make that lower low down here. So just keep that in mind. And then for SNEC, let me take a look at the chat. Dwayne Kelly, what's up? How are you? You're the one that won the billion DOGECOIN, right? Or the 500 million? I don't remember. Long time no see. Hey, flip coins for 10. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. I'll finish looking at your SNEC right now. If Ethereum went under 1K, I would convert all my coins to Ethereum, because let's just say it goes to 5K. That's a 5x. It's way better odds. Exactly. So like we know that Ethereum is going to go up, but we don't know if our other coins are going to go up. So yeah, I agree with you. I don't know about switching over, but if Ethereum went under, my OXC would probably be worth like $2,500. So at that point, I might as well, right? I mean, I'm still gonna hold it, but I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen if that happens. I told you take that $100 profit. Yeah, dude. Oh my God. Yeah, I lost. I actually ended up selling at like a 200 or 178. I have a spreadsheet. I ended up selling for like a $150 loss. I'm such an idiot. Let me check it. I mean, technically, I would be up right now, right? Like, of course, and I called it. I was like, hey, if we're going to buy now because the RSI is oversold. I bought it, and then I just sold it because I got impatient. And I went up from being $200 to down $200, and I was like, and now it's like, hey, I would have been up. So it's funny because I tell you guys this. I look at these indicators, and I'm like, hey, buy when the RSI is oversold, and I didn't even take my own advice, and I get it. You get really attached to it, and that was a lot of money. I didn't want to like leave that in because Vara's like, it's just this is like a coin. Look at this. Like, maybe I should have done it with like another real coin, because we all know that the real coins are going to get some sort of bounce, and there's a lot of volume. But with this, like 303,000, and look at this chart. This does not look good. And this just got listed on Coinbase. This looks like it's gonna, it's either gonna make millionaires or this thing's going to zero. And I didn't want to risk that, so. Oh, you weren't the Dojo. Okay, got it. I might be mixing you up with someone else. There's another member here. Kind of has, oh, wait. I am mixing you up with someone else. Never mind. Sorry, it was, who is it? Let me see. Let me see. Steven. It was Steven. All right, so taking a look at SNEC on the live stream, and again, thank you so much for the 5, and thank Dwayne Kelly, thank you so much, and Flip Coins, thank you so much for the 10. I really appreciate that. That's awesome, especially right now, like we're getting hosed. So that's really nice. So thank you. SNEC. Yeah, so SNEC is actually still holding up relatively well. Like for Turbo, you could see we were under the 382. For SNEC, we're still over the 382 at 17 with long ways to go. Now on the shorter time frame, we did actually find support here at the 0.5. And then, yeah, and then same goes here where you have resistance at 2028 to 2035. And then once this breaks, I think that 205 is going to be in play. And then from there to the moon. But these are really big moves up. I mean, you're looking at 17 to 44 to 107% pumps for SNEC. So just bam, your portfolio 2x. But just keep in mind, if we do get stuck here, we're going to be maintaining a downtrend, and it's going to be bearish, okay? Let's just say it gets stuck at the 786, you're still going to be maintaining this downtrend. So just keep that in mind. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Dwayne Kelly, I got some Elon at when it dipped to 1. Nice. That is a good amount. That is, here, we'll take a look at it. Hey brother, can we take a look at M87? Yeah, I gotta check the member coins and then the super chats, and then I will take a look at that. So Patience is virtue. Yes, I messed up. What's up, Indian Kitchen? How are you? Oh yeah, I saw your comment. Check my chat or something. I didn't see anything, so I hope you're doing well. Indian Kitchen is in the house. Still holding my DGen. That's good. I mean, I'm still holding my OXC, and it's down so much. I am getting look at this. I'm like, just in the last month, minus 27%. That's horrible. In the last year, minus 58%. These are really bad graphs. Let's check DOGECOIN and Beam, and then we could check the other coins. We could check Parcel. We could check M87. Yeah, so you bought it at 10.55. So you're up right now a little bit. I can't believe it dropped that much. Yeah, same go. I mean, the same goes for DOGECOIN basically. We don't have any more support. I guess technically, if you take your fit from the low to the high, yeah, we literally smacked against support here. Which, imagine if this happens with Ethereum, because the same thing that puts Ethereum price at 1,200. That's where I got that from. So, yeah. So if we break 601, there is no more support. We're going to come back down to these lows. So it could land anywhere between 704 to 601, and I mean that itself is like more than 50%. Yeah, it's like 60% capitulation. So be careful with DOGECOIN. And then you said Beam. I'm assuming it's this one, right? Yeah. So for Beam, it looks like we double bottomed, right? It looks like this is actually pretty good. For Beam. Yeah, so we actually ended up staying over support at 0.005. And look, last time, if you had bought it down here, you went up. Let's just mark it here so that I can show you what I'm talking about. It went up more than 100%, right? And then it came all the way down. So you have to decide if you want to sell at that point. But right now we bounce from support, right? So we would be using the same chart, and the same chart shows you that we have resistance here at 207 to the 382 up here at around 1 cent 10. So last time it didn't necessarily come back up to 382, but you did get stuck in macro resistance here. Okay, so if it does that again, or even if it goes to 236, and if you had bought down here, just keep in mind that's around a 56% pump. So you have to decide, is it going to go up or is it going to come back down? And we have to hope that this area of support holds. So again, it just goes to long-term holding or trading, right? But it is disheartening to see your portfolio go up 100% when you buy the dip and then it gives it all the way back, right? It's very disheartening. How are you doing? I'm doing fine. It's just the market's not doing good, unfortunately. And yeah, that's, I mean, it is what it is, but everything's down. And yeah, but I hope you're doing well, and I hope everything's good with you. Let's see. Still holding my DGM. Pyth. Okay, so let's take a look at Digibyte. This was a coin that was requested, and then we'll take a look at M87, and then the other one is, what is it? Parcel. That's right, Parcel. Yeah, so for Digibyte, I mean, Digibyte isn't doing terrible. It's still actually maintaining an uptrend. But for Digibyte, it needs to get over the 236 on the macro time frame. So you're looking at around 1 cent 16. And then for Digibyte, we've previously been getting stuck here at the 382 multiple times. So bullish over 2 cents, bearish under 1 cent 18. So just keep that in mind. And then there is no more support, obviously. I mean, on the shorter time frame, you can argue that, yeah, the 786 at 2066 is still support. But the truth is, this is all resistance, and it's just accumulation. So if this actually accumulates, and once we blast up on out of here, I mean, you're looking at more than 2 years of accumulation in June. No, 3 years of accumulation in June. So this thing's going to you know, fly up and out of here. But if we do break this area, then we're just going to be making a lower low and then doing the same thing on a lower level. So that's pretty much it, not financial advice. And then you said M87, Messier. Yeah, so for Messier, I mean, these wicks are big. I mean, 31%, so that's a really big swing. Now, yeah, so you're still over 4035, so that is still valid support. Very big swings. And the problem is that you're in a downtrend, right? I guess you can argue this is a downtrend. In terms of, I guess, macro time frame, you have resistance at 405 to 65, and then once that breaks, you're looking at the 618, and then from there, all-time high, previous high, and then all-time high up to 305. I mean, let's see how possible that is. Yeah, we have a lot of resistance, okay? So from the current price, it's around 47%, 100%, and then it's around a 10x to 305. So let me see. 10x, what does that put the market cap? I don't remember. Yeah, so you're looking at around 400 million. So it is around a 4x on the market cap. So it's not impossible. Give me 1 second. Okay. Let's read the chat. So you want parcel. Let's see. Please check your Instagram DM, please, after the stream. PNG bounced back above 11 cents. Not sure if it will hold. I'll take a look at PNG. Patience is virtue, my man. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Glad to see M87 holding up. I'm still holding my bags. I hope it goes up for you. David wants XCN. Let me know if I missed anything. And yeah, you got it. I'll check my DMs again. Indian Kitchen. Yeah, so let's take a look at Parcel. Yeah, so Parcel's oversold. Stock RSI is completely reset. I mean, you're literally stuck in a downtrend right now. So given that we've established some sort of floor, just keep in mind nothing's bullish with Parcel until we break 10 cents. And then bull run over 16 cents. So it's still bearish under 10 cents. Keep in mind that as of today, that's still around a 74 to 178% pump. So that is a long ways away, but we can still come back up to those levels, come down and still consolidate. So these are areas that we absolutely need to break over. That's pretty much it for Parcel. Onyx Coin. Yeah, so nothing has actually changed from our video, our Saturday video on Onyx Coin. Yeah, it's Monday. Wow, time flies. So we broke 97, 2097, and we're retesting it as resistance. We need to get over 97, otherwise we are going to get a bigger move down, and the next area of support is going to be 2058. Keep in mind that we can still come back up and tag resistance at around 1 cent 17 to around 1.5 cents. That is still resistance. Once that breaks, it should send us back up to the 618 at 2 cents 40. Keep in mind that as of today, that's around a 66 to 174% recovery rally. We can still be bearish and come down and validate a downtrend. So these are all areas that we need to break, not go up, tag, and then break down. So just keep that in mind. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Let's see. Like last time, 2021, the market didn't have its last leg until summer, so I'm worried it's just buy the dips of projects you like and hold and wait, and we will all be okay. Yeah. Or we might all just be buying the dips, but there's going to be one final major move down that's going to shake everyone out before we finally go back up. BlackRock buying Ethereum and Fidelity. Hold till Ethereum breaks all-time high. Price not moving because they buying off-chain. Yeah, I want to buy Ethereum, but I'm not going to buy it at 1,500. I'll buy it at 1,200, and that's because it's support. Can I take a look at AI16Z? Yeah. I had to get a new mouse because my cat broke my mouse. Yeah, so for AI16Z, I don't even think this is the full graph. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so for AI16Z, yeah, we have support. Yeah, we broke support. You can see it's like textbook, right? So we broke, consolidated over 30 cents, broke down, consolidated over 16 cents, broke down. Then it doesn't necessarily have to go down this low, but the next area of support for AIZ16 is going to be around 8.5 cents. Just keep in mind you are still validating this downtrend. Like there's a downtrend clearly forming. And then in terms of resistance, given that we have bottomed here, 21 to 34 cents is going to be resistance. And then once that breaks, you're looking at retesting 73 cents. That is going to be around a 200 to 500% pump from the current price. That's a really big move up for AI16Z. So we can still come back up there, get rejected, and then validate a downtrend that's forming on the macro time frame. That's pretty much it. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Like last time, the last like wasn't until summer, so I'm not worried at all. But you're not worried that the last leg is going to happen during the summer? So you think we're going to go up from here? So you think we're going to go up from here and we've already bottomed? Or do you think there's going to be one more move down that's going to be one final capitulation to get everyone out, and then we're going to move up? That's what I think is going to happen, but I could be wrong. What is that? TARS AI advertising popping up on your stream. Good AI project supported by Solana. What is that? TARS? What is this? I mean, it might be a good project, but the price does not reflect that. So taking a look at TARS AI projects. Yeah, so we actually made a lower low down here. Yeah, so for TARS AI, I mean, how big is it back up to its all-time high? Yeah, 13x, that's a lot. So what? $1,000 is 13 grand. That's not bad. So you have resistance at 6 cents 27. Bearish under 6 cents 27. Bullish over 9 cents 30. Once that breaks, it should send us back up to 17. Unfortunately, again, we're just waiting for alt season, and we're just waiting for our coins to go back up. Really, I would not go anywhere near gamble coins, like at all. Definitely not. I don't think this is a gamble coin, but man. Oh, are you still here? Flip coins, are you still here? Let's take a look at billion used car. Yeah, so for used car, we're actually establishing a floor. So there is hope for used car. Nothing has actually changed on the charts. We're technically we just made a higher low. So 2028 to 2066 are in play right now. you are looking at around 187 to 573% pump. Again, very gamble-ish, but just keep that in mind. And then Billy, I don't know what's happening with Billy. Yeah, so for Billy, we're still trying to establish a floor down here. Oops. We're still trying to establish a floor. We are hanging on for dear life, so we do need to get some sort of recovery rally. Keep in mind for Billy, it is around a 200 to 500% pump for Billy too. So just keep that in mind. Gearhead's in the house. What's up, Gear? What's up, Gear? Then how are you? That would be nice. Still think bounce, then low and up from there. Don't know any of the time frames. Hello, hi. What am I saying? I don't know anything. That's not true. You watch the chat enough to know. You watch his charts enough to know. Like right now, for example, we're literally back in extreme fear. We're in the red right now. Last time we were in the red, last time we were in the red was actually Bitcoin at 78,000. So right now Bitcoin's at 78,000 again. So it just, hopefully this double bottomed and we just get up on out of here from here. But again, we do have a long ways away for, we still have 68 to 73K support before I say, hey, I'm out, I'm buying BTC at 23 to 35K. Dogecoin price discovery to the downside, and then you corrected it to Dogelon. I mean, both at this point. I'll have a good gamble. Just throw a few hundred on low cap gem. You might get lucky. That's how you get the 100x's. No way. I don't use anything outside of Coinbase and Gemini, so I can't gamble on any other. I'm not gonna gamble. There's no way I'm gambling on Uniswap or Solana. I don't think that's a good play. But yeah, you're right. You could become a millionaire. Those are usually the places that you get a bunch of money, right? 100x's. Places that, you bought Peanut or you bought Trump coin and you bought it at like $1, and then Coinbase decides to list it at $80, and voila, you're like a millionaire. MOG was oversold. I regret not buying it. Oh, that's a Matthew Dropco coin. Yeah, it was way oversold. I remember seeing it on Coinbase. But also, it went up so much already. Look at this. Look at this giant, yeah, 30, your $1,000 would be $1,300 right now. How's others looking? That's a good question. We might have bottomed. We're technically still making a higher low here. So yeah, I guess others is still holding 195 billion. But if that doesn't hold, then just get ready for, we bounced from 175. If that doesn't hold, just in tomorrow's headlines, you're gonna see cryptocurrencies lost $52 billion worth of value in the last 24 hours, which will be pretty bad. People aren't spamming request shopping lists here. That's bearish. Yeah. Not a lot of people here today. We have 18 bogeys in the chat. That's not a lot. It's okay, Aloe. It could always go oversold again, and the price can make a lower low for in a bear market. So just remember next time. And I'll remember that next time for my Vara, right? Where I was right, and I still sold. That's unfortunate. ATM. No, Matthew Dropco. You're not ATM. What, do you have 2 accounts? ATM, what did you make a coin request? Because I don't remember you asking for a coin. Let's see. 19 on the fear and greed index is rubbing hands together time. Well, yeah, but I'm already in, so I'm gonna wait if it like does something stupid, which is like capitulate like 30%. I don't know if you guys probably know what I'm talking about, but you know there's like a couple of instances in the past where you wake up and like every coin is down 30%. I'm waiting for that. If I see that, I'm gonna be like, yeah, that's really, really, really good. Like, then I'll probably buy more OXT. Like, when there's fear, it's time to buy. When there's greed, it's time to sell. Exactly. No, the viewers are pretty good, to be honest. I'm talking about people requesting charts. Yeah. Yeah, you know, 1920 and there aren't that many people here asking for charts. Usually there are people here that are like asking for a bunch of random coins, and it's fine. I mean, as long as like if I ever get as big as like some other YouTubers where it's like, oh hey, like I'm getting too many member requests or like super chats, then I can't look at their coins. It has to be like a super chat. But right now we're just chilling. I mean, I only have 20 to 40 people at times, so I can take a look at all your guys' coins, no worries. Crypto Meow, can you call Vlad from Robinhood and tell him to list Doge on Mars? I wish. If I could do that, I'll tell Robinhood to list OXT and Billy and use car, or I don't know if those aren't your coins. That's right. Or whatever coins you have. Beam, you asked for Beam, right? I'll tell him to list Beam. Stock market dip might not be over. Yeah, man, I was looking at Disney. So I looked at Disney and it went to $79 actually on Robinhood. Yeah. Checking on the week. Yeah, wow. What a so this is crazy. So Disneyland, because I like Disney. Like my wife and I would go to Disneyland and Disney World and stuff like that, right? So this is like one of the coins that I really want to buy. But what scares me is that, okay, so look, we've been at this price now for 10 years. Bro, I'm gonna die in 10 years. Like 10 years, that's a long time. You know, I'm not gonna die in 10 years. I'm just saying that's a very long time. So you're telling me that I have to wait. That's more. That's 4,074 days. That's more than 10 years, right? But I guess we are getting something similar here, right? So even here, I could have set the same thing where it's like, hey, you know, the price is $15 and the price back here was $15, right? So that would mean that, you know, here to here, it was 5,880 days before we actually legged up. So it's not crazy. It's not that crazy to me, because it's like Disney has these massive moves up, but it has big consolidations. And you only really have a couple of opportunities to buy. This is like just some good stocks, like not, you know, crap stocks that came out. I'm talking about like blue chip stocks. You could notice the trend, right? So like you had 2 opportunities to buy and it gave it back, right? So it went up 180%, came back, and then it had its bull run. Oh, the ice cream is back, so give me a second. Flip coins, tell them use car and Billy for me. You got it. Okay, So this is what I'm thinking. Like, okay, so we had two opportunities, and you have like with Disney, you have kind of the same chart, right? Where you know, you went up 180, yeah, 180%. You gave it back, and you actually triple bottomed, right? So you went here, here, and we actually came back now. Now, is it going to necessarily come back down here? I mean, what's the next area of support? Yeah, so it's on the 382, so you're looking at $55. I don't think that's going to happen, so I do think that it's bottomed here. And we are looking at an upside potential of the next leg up, which would be another 10x from here, which would be around $900. So that's what I think. But I was looking at all of these. Diet soda. Wait, what? I think when stocks recover, it'll start popping off. Probably. I'm not talking about suspect tokens on Uniswap and such. We're talking about low market caps. Yeah, and Coinbase does have a lot of coins actually, that have under 25 million market cap. I'd rather buy BTC than Disney. Well, right now, but I'm sure, dude. They're like, do you know how big they are? And you know, maybe they're testing out some stuff and they'll go back to normal. Ice cream dude is coming. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna go get some ice cream next time. Who wants to go and see Snow White? LOL. Yeah. I wanted to, but then I saw all the reviews and I saw like everything, and I'm like, I think I'm gonna sit this one out. But I am gonna go see the new Minecraft movie actually with Jack Black. That's gonna be exciting. I'm gonna go see it tomorrow. When Vision says he's switching to stocks only, I scratch my head. He can just stick with buying Bitcoin at the lows and make more. Disney Plus saved Disney from going bankrupt. No way. No way. Disney has cruise lines. Disney has streaming services. Disney has movies. Disney has Star Wars. Disney has amusement parks. So they have so many different avenues of income. There's no way Disney's going under. No way. Disney will bankrupt itself? No, they won't. They're gonna realize it very soon, and it's gonna go back to normal. And with the whole losing like $130 million on Snow White, they're gonna realize that. You know, that's a lot of money to lose. So I don't think so. You think they're gonna be okay with it? You think these CEOs and these people that are making so much money, they're gonna be okay with like going bankrupt? No, this is like their lifestyle. What are we going to do in order to keep it, right? That's going to be their mentality. So they're going to pivot. I strongly believe that. You know, for them, for their perspective, they're probably like, this didn't work, so how are we going to learn from it? So we need to change something. And they're going to change it, go back to normal. Dude, there's so much money in that. They have so many different avenues of stream. They're not going to just keep being fine with losing money on movies. No, it's ice cream. It's every day at like 5 o'clock, like 5:30, around this time. There's some guy that walks around with a little ice cream cart, and it's because we live next to a school, so our apartment is next to a school. So the guy goes and sells a bunch of like sugar to kids. You know, freaking getting them all sugared out, taking their money. And then like he comes back, and it's a little alleyway, so it's like a small little alleyway, and it just so happens to be next to our place. So it's fire. Our ice cream vans have jingle songs. That's cool. Yeah, it's not a van. It's like a guy with a straw hat, and he pushes the cart. So this is like old school. I hope it gets better. They used to make great animations. Yeah, they did. But like, just, you know, yeah, they're not going to be fine with losing hundreds of millions of dollars every single year on movies. And especially the cast, picking the cast, just I don't know who decided to you know, pick the actresses and actors in that movie, but that guy's probably definitely going to get fired. He talked about buying leverage tech ETFs. Well, they're at the bottom now, and he's not going to buy. Wait, what? Who said that? Leverage tech ETFs, and they're at the bottom now? I don't know about you guys, but the ice cream trucks are hella expensive now compared to before. You mean like that? Oh, I don't know. I don't go out there and buy it from him. But I'm assuming it's still what? I remember when I was growing up, you go out and get like a ice cream cone, like one of those, what do you call it, drumsticks? The ones with the chocolate and the nuts on it. And it was like $2. I remember it was like $2. You just give them, and I remember it was back when they came out with coins, like the dollar coins. Do you guys remember that? Like the Indian or the Sacagawea, like dollar coins. And I remember I used to have those because I thought it was so cool. I'd just be like, oh, here's 2 of them. Here's 2 coins, and then, you know, I'll get a drumstick at the park where I used to live. But yeah, they can't be what is it, like $4 now? Like $3-4. Selling sugar to kids is so devious. Yeah, sounds so devious. It is. But then again, look at not the pharmaceutical. Look at like the cereal companies just loading up like everybody on sugar in the mornings. It's crazy. People should go to jail for that. Can you do charts on Crow and Caw, please? Yes, I can. Oh, it's you. Yeah, hey, I'm glad you made it to the live stream. Yeah, so whenever you want an update on it, just comment on any one of my videos. And if you don't catch the live streams, when I get a chance, like after work, like on Monday through Fridays or Saturdays, after work, I usually go down the list and I make the video and I record it and then I upload it. So, yeah, Caw, I hope Caw goes up for you, man. I really hope you make it. I hope I make it too, but I hope you make it too. I hope we all make it. Yeah, so for Caw, you can see this is actually pretty good. We had a nice little bounce. So nothing has happened with Caw. So first of all, we're in a downtrend. So just right off the bat, like, you know, you are kind of, this is gambling, right? Very low market cap, 15 million, 2 million unlocked liquidity. But the good thing is that you can see we actually came down, tagged this area, and we got a nice little bounce, okay? So this bounce was a lot. So if you bought this at 17%, as long as we consolidate over this low, you have resistance at 7/0s29 to 7/0s39. Once that breaks, you're retesting 7/0s64, and then from there to the moon. Keep in mind, these are all big moves up. You're looking at 92% to around a 200% pump. Back up to its all-time high, it's around a 6x, so you're looking still at around 90 million market cap. So it's not crazy. It is still kind of a gamble, but this is the update. On the way down, it does need to hold 7/0s18. So if it doesn't, you're gonna just form some sort of, you know, you're gonna maintain this downtrend. You're gonna form some sort of lower high, and then you're gonna make a lower low. And then you want Crow, like Kronos, like this one. The one that they just like listed, or they just like added back 90 or 75 billion tokens. Let me know. Introducing diabetes and the straw hat. Yeah, seriously. So devious. I remember just like growing up too, man. Some of the food that like our schools would give us was so bad for you. Just like cheese fries. I remember those were so good, but it's so bad for you. And like I would, like going back, I would be like, If I was in charge, I'd be like, hey, like, why are we feeding kids this crap? I don't know, man. The world is crazy. People need to like wake up to that and take care of themselves. But you know, it'll fix itself. Let's see. Can you do DIA? Yeah, I can. China just said some serious shit. What did it? Wait, what? Allo? What? I get my news from Allo News. What did China say? Wait, what's happening with Bitcoin? Is it going down because of that? Oh no. Oh no. Allo on 6 on Fox News. Wait, Gearhead, what happened? Ha ha ha. That's that I'm older. I feel the same way when kids order Happy Meals and they get soda. Yeah, I see that and I'm just like, damn, like, and you can't say anything because then like the brush, you know, this is crypto meow analysis talking right now. So, but I'm just like, dang, like it's just it's so bad. Like you have to like really understand. You have to really understand it. And I always tell one of my friends, I'm like, because he does that. He drinks Diet Coke and diet soda and stuff. And I'm always like, I always tell him like, hey, like that's not. I just want you to know, like as your friend, like that's not good for you. And the reason why I say that is because he also mentions it. He's like, hey, I'm trying to lose weight. But I'm gonna start drinking this. Oh, like I'm not gonna drink diet soda. So he knows it. And I'm just like, but he always goes back to it. I'm just like, hey, like, you know, just as your friend, I'm here for you, but just FYI, that's like really bad for you. But then when I say that, he's like, yeah, but so is going outside and breathing. And I can't really argue that because, you know, like, it's like there's an argument there where it's like, yeah, technically, like, there's, you know, our walls aren't good. Like, oh, there's lead in paint. Like, oh, like, you go outside, you breathe your car exhaust, you get exposed to fumes. So he starts saying this stuff, and I'm just like, all right, I'm over it. Like, go do whatever you want. Can you check my request coins when you get a chance? ATM, what's your request coins? Did I miss it? Hey, ATM, can you tell me what coin you want me to look at? And in the meantime, I'm going to look at Chronos. So just be careful with Chronos. They did unlock, like they did mint 75 billion coins. So that's definitely not going to reflect positively on the price. That's 4 times. So let's just say it goes down 4x. So you're looking at 75. You're looking at an average price of 2 cents. I'm not saying that to be bearish. It could just not happen. It could go up from here. But just keep in mind on the macro time frame, you still have support at 6 cents, and then the next area of support would be 2 cents 90. On the macro time frame for Chronos, yeah, so bearish under 9 cents 80 and bullish over 15 cents. And yeah, that's pretty much it actually. So we are bearish right now. We are in bearish territory. And then you do technically on the shorter time frame, you still have support here at the 786 at 6 cents 60, but I think that does also coincide with the macro support, right? Yeah, it coincides with the 618 on the macro time frame. So as long as it stays over that, you should be fine. But if it doesn't, you're gonna come back down here to this previous low, and then we're gonna we need to redraw the targets at that point. But that's pretty much it for Crow. ATM, can you let me know what coin you want me to look at for you? I really don't know what you're saying. I didn't see. I scrolled up. I didn't see what you wanted me to say. Step app for the member. Fitfee. Damn, I just spat all over the place. Fitfee. Okay, so Fitfee. Sorry, yeah. Step app. Yeah, so obviously, you know, Dwayne Kelly, you're kind of gambling with this coin. You already know that. Be careful. Bearish under 205, bullish over 1 cent 40. Damn, I gotta shave my beard because it's really itching. And Yeah, I don't normally have it out this long, so I need to really shave it. But yeah, so bearish under 2 zeros 57 and bullish over 1.5 cents. Just keep in mind it is around a 10x back up to its 382. So 10x is going to put the market cap around 30 million. So I mean, this is a gamble, straight up a gamble coin. So 30 million is nothing, right? It could go another 10x from there and be 300 million. So the highest it's ever been was 36 million, but the price was at 3 cents. So you know that they've released coins into the circulation. So although it's going to put the market cap at a double top, the price is going to be a fraction of that. Alrighty, so we got ATM with Biconomy, Scale, and GRT. You got it. I got your coins now. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anything. Yes, man, and everyone wonders why health is in the gutter. Yeah. Breaking aloe news, breaking aloe news. They're just not backing down from the tariffs. It's always tariff. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I get my news and medical advice from YouTube chat. Yeah, same here. I get my news from Snapchat. I get my news from the clouds. That's where I get my news. I get my news from the cats. My cats tell me what's going on today. Hey, what's going on today? Oh, in other news, we have so what's going on today? Oh, everyone's tired. Yes. Congratulations. I can basically observe, you know, with two eyes that my cat is tired. Let's see. What's good with Zebic? Do we still have a chance? Yeah, so we still have a chance. We're still not broken. We still haven't broken under support for Zebic. So I already looked at Zebic, but I'll go ahead and look at it again for you. But for Zebic, you can see that we actually still are over the 786. So we're still over 3 zeros 87. Okay. If that breaks, then we're probably going to come back down to the low. And if that breaks, then we're going to get a bigger capitulation down for Zebic. Okay, Biconomy, Scale, and GRT. Oh, wow, this is pretty brutal. Yeah, so for Biconomy, they're releasing coins, but it's almost fully diluted, so it doesn't matter at this point. But you can see the market cap is higher than where it was before, and the price over here was like 40 cents. So just be careful with Biconomy. Now, yeah, so we're at the all-time low, so it is obviously a gamble play. ATM. Bearish under 29 cents, bullish over 67 cents. You are looking at around a 200 to a 600% pump. Keep in mind, it can still come back up to these levels and get rejected and get smacked back down, which is kind of what happened last time. We got rejected at in resistance and then came back down. The problem is we don't know how high it's going to go. If we do even get stuck here, just remember that this rocks needs to break. Otherwise, we're going to come back down and possibly make a lower low. So you got Biconomy, Scale. Scale's a good one. Scale's a low market cap. 100 million, 130. Yeah, but Scale's also not looking good, actually. Yeah, so for Scale, you actually made an all-time low here. So that's not good. And you're making lower highs, and you're in a... Yeah, you're just like in this horrible downtrend right now. So for Scale, given that we just made an all-time low, bearish under 4 cents 60, bullish over 8 cents 90, and that's really it for Scale. You can see we can't come back up here and get rejected and then validate this downtrend. But once we break 4 cents 60, then we're no longer macro bearish. And then once we break 8 cents 90, then we're macro bullish. And that's pretty much it for Scale. And then what is your last coin? GRT. And let me read the chats. Ooh, GRT. Zebek will do good in the bull run. Most of these tokens that we have talked about. Yeah, it is a roller coaster. I think we'll be fine. Ethereum is not going to $2. You're welcome, Dwayne Killy Kelly. Hoodrich, we're cooked. No, we are not. I don't think so. You're welcome, Deepak. Will we ever break 92K? Probably not. You look like a dictator with your glasses off, and with your glasses on, you look like you work at Google. I look like a dictator. Damn. Oh, I wish I was. If I was, then everything would be perfect. Everyone would just be building pyramids. The joys of just hard labor. Comrade, buy Ethereum. Comrade. Yes, I am a comrade. That is in my bloodline. I am a comrade. Buy Ethereum. Yeah, I will. When it goes down to 1200, I definitely will. Oh yeah, the graph. So wow, the graph actually went down to 6 cents. That's crazy. Now the thing with the graph is that it has so much. It's a really big market cap, and back here the market cap was 4 billion, and the price was around $1.31. And then over here, the market cap was 4 billion on March 10th, and the price was 44 cents. So that's why I don't like graph, because I feel like it's like they're adding coins to the circulation. But regardless, it doesn't matter, because it is still performing pretty well. So like, you know, I mean, this doesn't look too good actually, but yeah, I mean, you're just stuck in this downtrend. Yeah, you're macro bearish because you're under 13 cents. Bullish over 23 cents. And then support. Yeah, so there's no more support. So it would just be this previous low. Yeah, so never mind. Graph is bearish right now. We need to get over 13 cents and then bull run over 23 cents. It is around a 70 to 220% pump. OXT would be your country's currency. I would make everybody buy OXT. And then my coin would skyrocket, and then I would just sell. And then people would have to rely on me. Isn't that what dictators do? They make their people rely on them for like food. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna call it. I think I got everybody's coins. So thank you so much for coming by. It's been around an hour and 15 minutes. Yeah, I think we're gonna call it. So thank you so much for coming by. Thank you to all the members, all the super chats, all the subscribers, and everyone who participated in today's live stream. Just remember, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. This is all just for entertainment purposes. I will be going live on Thursday again. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Have a great week. I'll see you guys in the next live stream. Have a great night.